Welcome to Home Repair Gigs. We got a paint job over here in North Oakcliff. But before we do the paint, we got a few things we want to talk about. All of the trim got to be done. Like for example, and all of the holes got to be caulked in. Like we had a caulk up in here, caulk line in there. Over here, we got a piece of trim that got to be added. Right here, a little, what's that, like a 1x4 looks like, right there. Boom, we got some little peeling paint right here. And just anywhere where there's trim that has to be added, we want to do that first. And we got a little rotten wood there, we want to address that. And as we go around the house, I see a little gap right there. Boom, want to get that filled in. And around the windows, want to make sure we caulk that in real good. Caulk in these gaps real good around the windows. And up here, definitely want to take care of that. Here, we'll trim all that up real good. Any gaps, we want to just trim up. We want to prevent moisture and stuff from getting in these gaps. Trim where the siding meets the trim over there. We want to caulk in there, caulk in all these lines. Some places are too big to caulk. It's like a 1-inch gap. We want to resolve that 1-inch gap. And also up there on the balcony, that needs to be trimmed out real good. And then we gotta trim that out. And we want to just kind of finish that. Maybe put a piece of trim up there as well. Maybe a piece of trim that'll cover those nail holes up. Cover those nail holes up. Maybe a piece of trim back there. So trim the balcony up real good. Just kind of going around the whole house. So what you seen, and well, let's go ahead and do it. What I was going to say is what you see in the front applies to the back as well. It's just any areas where there's gaps, we want to get those gaps filled in before we paint. Here's another one, or here's a big one back here. In this particular window, right here, maybe spray foam in here, and maybe spray foam back there, and then trim it up real good. And just kind of anywhere back there where it needs it. Another thing I was going to say is we may need to power wash this concrete and stuff first. Move this stuff back, sweep, power wash. The reason I say power wash now, because if we paint and then power wash, some of that dirt and filth will probably get on that new paint job, which we definitely don't want that to happen. So let me slide around the front here. The same deal here. Probably want to sweep all this up, and I don't know if we're gonna power wash it, but definitely power wash this patio, this porch area first. And although this siding is new, it may just needs to be wiped down a little bit. We got like a lot of little dirt right here that got to be cleaned up. Of course, we're gonna put a little piece of trim piece right there, or caulk it and sand it, I'm not sure. Clean this up first. Quick power wash it. So I would say power wash this porch first and this porch area, then apply the paint. And also, we would also like to come back and paint this concrete right here too. Do everything at one time, then we'll bring the landscaping guys in. So we need this little edge painted, all of that stuff painted as well. Power wash, nice clean job, We're finishing up the job site here. So we want to get all this front end cleaned up, get everything painted up real nice. Then we'll have the guys come plant some flowers, fertilize the grass, and we'll be out of there. Don't worry about the deck, because the guy that's building the deck, he'll finish that up in terms of the paint. Home Repair Gigs. Thanks for joining in.